Okay, welcome to another SketchUp video. We are going to be doing the assignment where you are going to be making the little SketchUp logo. So if we go into classwork and find your assignment, here is mine. Click on the link and we'll be able to do the SketchUp logo. We'll open it up and we'll start a new project, new template in feet and inches. If you want to see here, right, this is what we'll be doing. Here's our digital world, and the thing that we're making this 3D image of the SketchUp logo, we will be able to make it 3D printable. All right, so we'll be able to load this file when we're all done into a 3D printer, and we'll be able to print our object. 3D printing is, of course, becoming more and more popular and more capabilities. So knowing how to do something like this might be good for you. So let's create new. Let's make something in feet and inches. And the first thing, of course, we're going to do is save. So put your name in. This is the SketchUp logo. And click OK. OK, find your folder where you want to put it. I'll just stick it in the outside of the classroom. And now we're going to make our logo. Now, it doesn't matter what size we make it. We want to make it a square. And for easy figuring, I'm going to go 12 feet by 12 feet and make my rectangle, or square in this case. So it's a fairly big square, but there we go. And just like we did with the cube, go up 12 feet. Let's double check and make sure that we are 12 feet by 12 feet and 12 feet high. There we go. Now, one of the skills that you'll need to know is to be able to scale things down. Let's scale this down right now. And it's clustered in with the Move tool. I've selected everything. Pick the arrow, triple click to select your whole item. And everything there, we are going to scale down. Go on the Move. The bottom guy here is Scale. And we can scale it down. Made it 12. There's half size, so that'll be a 6 by 6 foot. Here's our quarter. Let's go quarter size. And move this over. We're happy to work on it. Okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is make the little steps, the indentations in the logo. Of course, this is the old logo. And let's go ahead and do that. So we want to make sure we're right on the top. So the best way to do that is to get on your endpoint, hit your up arrow on your keyboard to make sure. And what are we going? This is 3 by 3. So I want a 2 foot by 2 foot. And then I'm going to go again, make sure it's in the blue. If it switches to green or something like that, press the up arrow on your keyboard to lock it in. Type in 1 foot by 1 foot. And there we've got our pieces. Now it's time to just push-pull them down. Push-pull this one down 2 feet. Push-pull this one down 1 foot. And we are getting more into what our SketchUp logo should look like. Their logo also had some color. Let's add some color. Let's go here. And let's paint everything except the top of the steps. They're going to be a white color. All All right, if I hold down the Option key, or if you hold down the Control key, you'll be able to paint everything one color. I think that's the fastest way to do this. And then I'll go ahead and I will have to find a color for the top. I don't see a white there. Let's go and we'll find a white somewhere else in the colors. Here's my white. And now, or a gray, I guess. There we go, there we go, and there we go. So I've got that how I want it. And now we're going to go and we're going to make it 3D printable. So we've made our 3D object. Let's make him 3D printable. The first step we want to do is check and make sure that there's nothing funny on the inside, nothing going on where the printer's going to have a problem. So we are going to do the select tool right here, pick our arrow. And we're going to start up here and we're going to select everything. When we do that, we're going to right click and make it a group. Now this should be one solid piece. Okay. After you've done that, we'll come over and we'll click on this top guy, entity info. And look, it says on the top that it's a solid group, and that's what we want. I'm going to get rid of this materials because we don't need it anymore. Solid group. Excellent. Now, before we print, we'll also want to inspect. It'll check it out and make sure everything is okay, as we hope. It will 3D print. Click on this solid inspector on the bottom. Look, good news, your model is solid. If you have any issues, it will tell you and tell you what you need to fix. Now that we've done that, it might come up that you need to fix errors. If you take a look here, I'll share this other screen with you so you can see it. Right here, it'll show you errors. Look, this guy had a hole in the side. It'll show you the errors. You can even automatically fix errors in some cases. Now, we need to also scale this down again. So this figure, this Dr. Temple, is about 5'9". And so obviously in a 3D printer, we're looking for a pretty tiny thing that we want to print. So let's grab this and let's scale it down, down, down. So right now we're 3 by 3. We go half size. Let's measure it. 1'6", just like we thought. Now let's scale it down some more. Grab the top edge. And let's go down 1/4 size. Just type it in so we're not messing around. Zoom in. Let's measure, see how small that is. We're 4 inches. Still might be a little big for 3D printing. Let's go half of that size yet. 0.5. Seems pretty small, but that is definitely 3D printable. Only a couple inches by a couple inches. Now, before we 3D print, the next thing we need to do is get rid of Temple. Click the Save button. And we want to export as an STL. And if we export as a STL, we'll be able to turn that into, that's the file that we can use for our 3D printing. You can see when I stop and mouse over, it tells us that. So we'll click that, we'll download. For me, it's going here. And for you to finish this assignment, I've shown it in the Finder. For you to finish this assignment, you are going to need to go into your assignment, add a create, attach your Google Drive. I'll find my SketchUp logo and insert it. And then you also need to find that STL file that you just exported. Add the file. I will find mine. There it is. Drag it in. Will now attach for me. And I can click on the Turn In button, my SketchUp SKP file, and my STL 3D print file. Turn in. If you'd like this to be 3D printed for you, you can let me know. You can see the how to export here on the bottom, something new for you, and we'll see you next time.